Good morning, guys. Welcome to my Monday morning rant for Monday, the 24th of October, 2022. So last week I sold the house, um, and it's been quite an intense week in my head. Uh, I had the real estate agent over on Monday after I did my Monday morning rant last week, and he had a solid offer from the one potential buyer that was interested in the house. So I think we had like 7 or 8 people through on a private closed inspection, and one of these one couple put down an offer which he slapped down instantly, and so then they put in writing a bigger offer, which I was quite impressed with, but not ready to agree to. So on Wednesday, um, my real estate agent came over again with a much bigger offer, and it was more than what I would have been happy with. Um, and at that stage, uh, he also mentioned that there was another party that sent in an even bigger offer. But then they found out that the house directly across the road from my place they've just put in a DA and it's just been approved for them to build up another story, which would, in essence, block out my view of the beach from the front of the house. And that's the view of the beach, Maruba Beach, that you can see from my guest bedroom and also my main bedroom. But after living here for 17 years, I never look out there. I mean, I'm spending most of my time in this open area where I have ocean views out the deck, but I can't see the beach from out the deck. I can only see the water. But again, like, as much as this other potential buyer and my real estate agent were really upset that this house across the road is going to build a double story house which will block the beach view. Like I said, I've been here for 17 years, and I have never really spent time looking out those front windows. The blinds are always shut in my bedroom window because of privacy, and I'm very rarely, if at all, ever in the guest bedroom. So I can understand for some people it would be an issue. But for myself, I don't care. I don't care that they're building a two-story building. But I get it. I get it. I get it. These people that made a humongous offer on my house, they took that offer back once they found out that there was this house is building another story across the road that's going to block the ocean views. So I was left with just the one initial potential buyer. And my real estate agent said, even though I was happy with the offer, well, I didn't exactly admit to him that I was happy with it, but even though it was a big offer, he said, well, let's push then to have an open inspection to get the listing live on the internet. So not only on their website, but it would go on all real estate websites, because that's just the way real estate websites work these days. It seems like as soon as it's up on one site, every real estate agent, real estate website seems to have the same listings. So the idea was to not have to go through an open inspection from day one. That's what I preferred not to do, to not have an open inspection with randoms come through here, and to not have to list my house online, and to look for a private buyer. And so the idea was to maybe get these people to make an even bigger offer because the threat of going to auction might freak them out, and again, tactics that I'm not particularly interested in and not particularly fond of, but I agreed to it. So it definitely was my decision in the end of the day to like, okay, so Thursday, go live with the house on the internet. I really didn't want to do it, but fucking I just did it. And Saturday, I booked in to have my first open inspection where absolute randoms could come through here. I'm sure it would have been a really busy day, right? And there'd be heaps of sticky beaks that just want to have a look. And yeah, I was really not looking forward to that. But then it happened. The potential buyers made an even bigger offer. They had come through the house too, by the way. During the week, they had come through with their architects, and I got to meet them briefly, which I didn't expect. I didn't know that they were going to be here. I thought it was just going to be the architect, some landscape designer, and the buyer's agent. So I'd met those people, and I just spent like the time that they were in here doing their thing. I was just out on the deck, and then this dude came up to me, and he was all smiles and really happy to meet me. And it turns out he was the potential buyer, and I met his wife briefly as well, but she kept a bit of a distance from me. And he was really chatty, and I don't know if he was meant to be so chatty. But I mean, hey, I'm there. You want to ask me questions, whatever. I'm cool with it, So we had a really good open conversation. I even asked him if he was going to knock the house down and build, a 2-story house on there, and he actually admitted that he was. So I don't know if he needed to share anything with me, but he did. So obviously, at that stage, I already knew that this couple had a lot of money because they're. In essence, they're buying my house for the block of land. And that's a fucking expensive block of land. And then to build a house, to knock this house down and build something here, build a 2-story monster, like that's a lot of money. Like a lot of money. And it's just amazing how rich some people are. Yeah, so anyway, they made a bigger offer. I don't know how it happened. I suppose mum was over. Mum has always been amazing with getting discounts, like that typical Asian lady asking for discounts and complaining about stuff and refunding stuff. When I was a kid, she was always really good at bargaining. My dad was even better at bargaining, and mum's always had a really superior business mind. So she asked for more, even though she knew I was happy. I was happy with what I was getting. She asked for more in a last ditch effort. And literally, as like the real estate agent had the buyer's agent on the phone, and it was an absolute no-go. There was no way we were going to get any more than the huge offer that I was already happy with. And then that was done. Then I said, well, that's fine. Just give me an hour to think about it, and I will call you back in an hour. And as he was walking down the stairs, they threw in another offer, which wasn't exactly the humongous offer that mum was going for. She was going for the jugular, and I still said, well, dude, give me an hour to think about it. And so real estate agent left. And then mum and I discussed it, and it wasn't so much a discussion. It was just like, mum, fuck, I have to take that. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous amounts of money, and I'm really happy with it. It's way over what I wanted. So we called real estate agent, and poor guy, man, he's been driving around. That's his job. He just drives around all day long. He had to drive back over, but he drove back over with the contracts all signed. I have 6 months long settlement to look for another place. So it gives me a lot of time to pack shit up, throw stuff out, sell stuff on Facebook or eBay or whatever, and really just properly start looking for a place, which is what I've been doing. So I'm trying to spend some time every single day looking, and you kind of do have to look every day because shit just pops up out of nowhere. And my thinking is where I was initially looking for a small apartment somewhere which had only like anywhere between 3 or 10 people living in the same apartment at the most, to something close by the beach, walk away from the water, and possibly 3-bedroom, maybe even 2-bedroom. Now I've kind of decided that that's just so expensive, and it's so expensive for an apartment. You know, like there's apartments going for about 2.7 to 3 mil. And like 3 million for an apartment is just stupid money to me. I've just never believed in apartments being worth that much or even going up in price that much. So not particularly great investments. So that's got me looking in more eastern suburbs, but inner cities. So kind of where I was brought up, around Kensington, Rosebery, and even Zetland. And there's a shit ton of new apartments being built around Zetland. It's like a rat's ren, right? There's just so many bodies sleeping there in high rises. And I looked at some high rises, man. I found one which had a private rooftop, which was pretty cool. 7th floor, I'm kind of above everybody, and it's like I'm not on the ground where it's buses and it's busy and noisy and shit. So I don't know. It's just so much cheaper. It's like a third of the price, right? You're looking at around a mil in Rosebery, and there's heaps of good food around there, and I could do it, I think. So, and then there's the concept of looking in the mountains for a dream house, an absolute dream house out in the mountains, and then either scheduling photo shoots in hotels in the city and coming in once a week or once every 2 weeks to shoot, or with the money I've got, I could even buy a small apartment in the city and also a house out in the mountains as both investments and both places to live at. So I don't know. It's just my head's just fucked over at the moment with, I haven't quite gotten my head around being a millionaire. And I don't think the money's going to change me. I've had a few conversations with some good friends about it, and I don't think the money's going to change me. You know, I don't think all of a sudden I'm going to blow it on hookers and blow and fucking buy a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or something. It's just not going to happen. So yeah, first things first. Anyway, I need to keep looking. I need to try to find the right place. It needs to feel right. It's scary, but hey, it's I know a lot of people out there would be super excited about browsing for a place to live, but for me, man, it's just like I've been here for 17 years for a reason. I'm really comfortable here, and yeah, I just don't want to make the wrong decision. That's primarily what I'm freaking out about. And a good mate of mine just messaged me back the other day and just said, "Dude, you can't make a wrong decision at all if you're buying in the eastern suburbs. If I'm looking to buy anything in the eastern suburbs, don't freak out about it. It's not going to be a bad decision." So yeah, I get it. I get his point. So I'm going to leave it at that. I would say that's where my headspace is at. It's like, yeah, I'm happy. I am happy. I'm happy I've sold it. I'm not super upset about it or anything like that. I'm emotional, but I'm not upset about it. I'm happy, and I'm looking forward to moving, and I'm looking forward to having money in the account and being able to not freak out so much when the big bills come in, and to not be so skint about some things that I enjoy, like watching a live UFC fight, which I haven't been paying for lately because I've just been so tight about it, and I end up watching illegal streams on YouTube and shit, which are crap because they're all cropped in and the audio is shit, and just yeah, just wanna be able to enjoy a little bit, and I think I'm there now. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. I hope everybody has an awesome week. I've got nothing much planned for this week, which is kind of cool. Today, I go into the eye doctors in Randwick and I pick up my new glasses, which I really need. Like, my left eye is so bung, I can't see shit. And it's amazing that these glasses are going to actually make me be able to read and see again from my left eye. So it's not like so fucked up that I can't see or nothing. It's not that serious. It's just really blurry. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting these glasses, to be honest. It's a new thing for me. And if anything, if they turn out good and I get used to them, I'm probably going to spend some time buying multiple pairs and just like have a bit of fun with it and try on different frames and shit. Going back to glasses, and I didn't even ask my eye doctor if laser surgery was an option because I did it so many years ago when it first came out. LASIK. So if it is an option, I probably wouldn't mind doing it because I'm not really a huge fan of wearing glasses all day. I mean, I do wear sunnies at all times when I'm out and about. That's just because of the glare. But yeah, not too keen on having to wear glasses at home. But yeah, I'll figure that out. I'll ask him today. And if anything else, I'm gonna catch up with Julio, my mate's son, who's a rap artist. Catch up with him tomorrow. But apart from that, it's just gonna be a pretty chill week, I think. Just looking for a place to live, and I might even start packing some shit up, and prepare for selling a few things. So yeah, leave it at that. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See yous.